If you walk into my office, over your shoulder would be a full-size Isambard Kingdom Brunel cardboard cutout. His little Lego Isambards, there's even a Wallace and Gromit Isambard-like figure as well.
In primary school, I was the one kid in the classroom who the teachers would come to ask to fix the computer, so maybe it was predetermined that I would end up in a role like this.
These are some of the most complicated machines that mankind has ever created. There's hundreds, thousands, and millions of different parts in there with trillions of transistors.
Isambard-AI is UK's biggest, fastest supercomputer. Boom!
5 years ago, the UK really was falling behind our international competitors. We didn't have anything like the computing power that countries like Germany and France did, and even further behind the USA. With Isambard-AI, we're right back up there.
In 2025, Isambard-AI became the fastest university-based supercomputer in the world, and one of the fastest ever built anywhere on the planet, equivalent to 100,000 laptops being used simultaneously.
It's actually faster than all of the other supercomputers in the UK at the moment combined, which is an amazing leap forward for the country.
Isambard-AI sits on the outskirts of Bristol, a site chosen for its huge 5 megawatt electricity supply. The build was revolutionary in that the various key elements happened in tandem to reduce the length of the schedule.
Installing a supercomputer can normally take up to 4 or 5 years, but we've done it in less than 2 years, which is incredibly quick.
As the computer was built off-site, the modular data center was assembled on-site. Once the data center was ready, the computing technology was very carefully installed, and the rest of the building and security compound finished off around it.
It's not a normal way of working to install a supercomputer onto a building site. It's never been done before, as far as we're aware, but it allowed us to go faster.
It was just over a year ago that we dug the first hole in the ground, and now here we are with things built. It's full up doing real science, so it's very exciting to have got here.
The computers were made by HPE, Hewlett-Packard Enterprises, who have a long history of building supercomputers around the world. The key components for AI work are the 5,448 NVIDIA Grace Hopper GPUs.
A lot of people are really surprised at how small it is, because actually in the past, something like Isambard would have been the size of a whole football pitch. But now they've been made so dense because of the direct liquid cooling that they're much, much smaller than they used to be.
This direct liquid cooling system consists of a network of pipes which pass cold water right to the heart of the GPUs to extract the considerable heat they generate when running hard. The blue pipes carry the cold water into the GPU blades. The red pipes the hot water to the chillers outside.
There's this sort of quiet hum from the system itself as it's pumping the water around, a bit like the arteries in your body pumping blood around your body. You've got pumping the water around the system to cool it down.
Heat extraction is also built into the system, giving the potential to use the waste energy from the supercomputer to heat nearby buildings. Alongside the GPUs is an array of connectivity and storage tech needed to join everything together and enable the supercomputer to supercompute.
Inside Isambard-AI, we have a slingshot high-speed interconnect that networks all the nodes. Outside of the machine, we have high-speed optical fiber, 100 gigabits connection up to the internet, straight up to JANET, which is the National Research and Education Network. Storage is one of those things that also people don't often think about when they think about supercomputing, but it's actually incredibly important. So Isambard-AI has an all-flash multi-petabyte storage system, which enables it to rapidly move data to and from compute nodes.
Despite the complexity, harnessing all this power is surprisingly straightforward, with an intuitive interface to allow users to employ as much or as little of the supercomputer as they need.
We've designed the software for Isambard-AI to be so easy to use, so that users can come from whatever they've been using in the past. It might be their own laptop, it might be the cloud, and get up and running and get their science going as quickly as possible.
Each user can use one GPU, one graphics processing unit, which is a few times more powerful than maybe their workstation at work. But equally, they can scale up and use the entire machine using over 5,000 GPUs.
The sheer volume of data that Isambard-AI can handle is central to the opportunities that its artificial intelligence presents. As well as traditional numerical calculations, it can work with mapping data, pictorial data, medical imaging data, and large language models. This means Isambard-AI can tackle a huge range of scientific problems.
The breadth of creativity that we've seen with Isambard-AI researchers so far has been fascinating.
Early research projects include analysing video footage of animals to help spot individuals that might be unwell, modelling global financial markets in unprecedented detail, and multiple projects around climate change and human health.
We've got people developing new vaccines to treat dementia. I mean, can you imagine that? If we could be vaccinated to protect us from things like Alzheimer's. Those are the sorts of breakthroughs that will come off of Isambard over the next 5 and 10 years.
Isambard-AI is fast.
I'd say awesome.
Inspiring.
I did my PhD a few years ago now in computational chemistry. Even one compute node from this machine would have been transformational for the kind of research that I was doing. So to think that we've got 5,000 of those available to UK researchers is quite amazing.
AI is actually going to be as important a revolution as the internet was, as home computers have been, possibly even as important as the steam age. Having Isambard-AI means that the UK is actually in control of how that's going to happen. The government's used a phrase which I actually really like, which is we want the UK to be an AI maker, not just an AI taker, and Isambard-AI now enables that. Proud.